Police are searching for 10-year-old Devon Morrison. We were live this morning as police prepped for another search, and since then we've learned that police are calling off volunteers to help in that effort.
That's right. This is a look at where police are searching in the Flat River. It's not far from where the boy lived and where he was supposed to have gone fishing. 24-hour News 8's Amanda Jarrett is in Belding, keeping in close contact with investigators. Amanda, bring us up to speed right now.
Well, Emily, I'm right here along the Flat River where they're searching right now. I want to show you behind me what's happening. They're out here with sonar equipment, dive teams, and they just took a canine across that bridge there into a building over on the far bank there, into some building. We don't know what that is. It appears to be abandoned. They have the dogs searching these banks or this area, trying to learn where Devon Morrison may be. And they started out here searching the river about 10 o'clock this morning, shortly after we talked to the police chief for an update. They say that they just want to make sure, they just want to double check this area just to make sure those same areas they searched yesterday, they want to make sure Devon isn't in the water. So again, they're just double checking those same areas. You can see a chopper out here, just a lot of activity, hoping to find him as soon as possible. We do know his shoes were found in the river yesterday, but police have gotten very few tips, and they tell us every hour counts.
It makes the quest to find him even more intense. So, and it's very frustrating when we just have not gotten a lot of information to let us find Devon.
The chief knows Devon personally. His son is friends with Devon. He says fishing out here is a favorite pastime of Devon's, that he even came out here to check on him once before in the past, that Devon is routinely out here by himself fishing, so that was not unusual for Devon. Now, this is an ongoing investigation. The police chief told me at 10 o'clock this morning they are calling Devon's disappearance suspicious. But so far, no suspects, no persons of interest in this case. They continue to search the river. He did tell me they're going to interview some people again today, people they talked to yesterday, including neighbors in that area, going door to door, as well as talking to some registered sex offenders who they talked to yesterday, just trying to get any information, any tips as to where Devon may be. But again, right now they are focusing here on the river. I want to show you a live look again what's going on behind me. That boat has been parked there for about an hour now in that area, really focusing with that sonar equipment. Now, coming up at 12:30, we'll tell you why the police chief says they searched Devon's home last night and why they removed items out of that little boy's home. That's all coming up at 12:30. We're going to be live here on scene throughout the hour, updating you on any developments in this case. Live in Belding, Amanda Jarrett, 24-hour News 8.
Okay, Amanda, well, we want to give you a look at where this is all happening in the city of Belding.
Yeah, let's pull up a map here. We can take a look at this, a map of the situation where we're talking about right now. This is that bridge that Amanda's talking about at this point in time. This is the bridge we're talking about where they found his shoes and where you saw that boat out there. Amanda is stationed approximately around here. This is a wider view, though, of the city of Belding. You can notice not far down is where Devon lived at the time and still does, we believe. York Street and Harrison
yes.
is that approximate area there. You can see how close he was able to get to that, how close he was to that river, really. If you take a look at this, I mean, he all he had to do, he had direct access to the river here as it ran through. He could get there almost any direction he wanted to. He could even walk across a field.
And Amanda said that it was a frequent thing for him to go fishing. Living so close to the river, a little boy of 10 years old, you would assume as much.
We go a little bit further west here, and this is the dam that the police chief has been talking about this morning. That's where they're going to put divers in and have them in above the dam and below the dam to look for any kind of signs of Devon there too. So there's a lot going on here. A lot of different scenes that we're talking about here, that from that trestle to the location where he lives, to the dam where they're going to be searching. And then they also have the helicopters in the air where they're looking in even greater areas. And
we'll check back in with Amanda at 12:30. Again, if you have any information on Devon's whereabouts, police ask you to call their tip line. That tip line is on your screen. It's 616-794-1900. Well, this is a story that has a lot of people hoping, a lot of people praying here in West Michigan.
We've been talking about this one since Saturday night when we first heard about him missing here. 10-year-old Devon Morrison missing in the city of Belding. And 24-hour News 8's Amanda Jarrett's live along the Flat River right now where police are searching at this very moment. So, Amanda, last night investigators were at the boy's home. Now we know why. Can you explain that a little bit?
Brett, since the top of the hour, I want to show you first. We'll get to that in just a second. I want to show you things have kind of calmed down here. The boats have moved downriver. We know they had a canine out here searching over the bridge and in that building over there, what appears to be an abandoned building. They came out of there about 10 minutes ago, took the canine, put it in a boat, headed downriver. That's where they're searching right now. The chopper is not in this area as it was the top of the hour. So again, an ongoing investigation, Brett, as you were just mentioning. We know that police were at Devon's home last night. There was crime scene tape up. They had removed several items. We asked police about that this morning to get more clarification about that. The police chief tells me it's typical in these kinds of cases. It's just part of their investigative process. He says they talked to the family extensively in hopes of learning more about Devon's habits, try to get any information that could help them piece together where he may be. As for the items removed from Devon's home, the chief says those items were primarily taken to give the canines a fresh scent of Devon to help in today's search.
Police tape was put up because they wanted to use a search dog there, and we did not want any further disturbance of the area around the exterior of the residence.
Police still calling Devon's disappearance a suspicious event. Again, no suspects, no persons of interest in this case. They are searching the river extensively today. They said they're searching it aggressively, more aggressive than yesterday, just to make sure he isn't in this area. Now, police tell me they expect another briefing at 4 o'clock today. That's when we'll get more information from them. 24-hour News 8's Coco McAvoy will be there at the briefing at 4 o'clock. She'll have the very latest on the search efforts coming up on 24-hour News 8 at 5. And again, police continue to search, plan on searching until sundown this evening. Live in Belding, Amanda Jarrett, 24-hour News 8.